Hi, my name is Sarah Bader, and my farm is Lavender at Stonegate here in Westland, Oregon. The question that I get asked most often is, how do you prune lavender? So today, that's what we're going to talk about. Lavender takes 3 years to get full grown. So I'm going to show you what a first-year lavender plant looked like and how to prune it. When you look at your lavender plant after it's get planted, notice that this part right here is what's called the hardwood, and this part here is what's called the softwood. If you cut too far into the hardwood or the softwood, there's a possibility you might lose your plant. So what I always tell people in the first year is when you prune it about 2 inches above the softwood. I know it seems extreme, but if you cut it like this, what that does is it promotes the growth from down below. It allows for a better root system, and the lavender tends to get more compact and it has more of a mound-like appearance. So in the first year, this is how you want your lavender plant to look in the spring. So by year 2, this is what your lavender plant is going to look like. It's going to have a few blossoms, maybe 20 or 30 blossoms. So when you cut your blossoms off in the second year, usually June or July, what you're going to want to do when you harvest is again cut it about 2 inches above the wood. By now your plant's starting to get a mound-like appearance, which is what you want. And then cut around the sides like this. Even these little scragglies down here. There you go. Now that's a second year plant. So as you can tell, what I've done is I've taken off some of the extra growth that you get here, but you can still see your pretty blossoms there, and that's about as big of a bunch as you're going to get in year 2. As you can tell, by year 3, your plant has gotten full size. And what you want to do when they start blooming like this, see, you can tell that these little flower blossoms are just starting to come on. So that'll make a really pretty bouquet, or you can hang it upside down in a cool, dry place, and what that does is makes a really pretty bunch for you. So what you want to do is get a knife, something like this. This is what's called a harvesting knife, and see how it's serrated there and curved? So these make really good harvesters for lavender. So what I do is I grab a handful like this and then pull it towards me. See? So you've got probably a good 6 or 7 bunches per plant once they get to year 3. So this just gives you an example of how you're going to want to harvest your lavender by year 3. Now keep in mind that in year 1, from year 1 to year 2, they double in size, and by year 2 to year 3, they get 2/3 bigger than that. So that's why by year 3, your lavender plant is going to look like this. If you if you prune your lavender like this in the beginning, then you're going to have a nice tight mound, and your lavender plant will last you a good 20 years. So make sure you prune it correctly in the beginning, and you'll have a big, full, beautiful lavender plant.